Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal Stretford. How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. It is the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest match preview, guys. Man United against Nottingham Forest. Classic Premier League encounter, of course, guys. We've had many encounters in regards to Nottingham Forest, many over the years. Some good, some bad. Of course, we've lost, we've won, we've drawn. Cup games, absolutely Premier League record wins, etc., guys. Guys, before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video. If you could do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for your presence. It's so good to have you here. It is Ruben Amram's Army. We are playing tomorrow, guys. I cannot wait. You know what I mean? You know what? It's always about the next game, isn't it? We don't care about that Arsenal game. What about that Arsenal game? It's about the next game, guys. We don't mind about that. That's gone and dust. That's gone and gone. Dead and gone. As Justin Timberlake and T.I. said, dead and gone. It's dead and gone. It's dead and gone, guys. Man United against Nottingham Forest is the biggest priority for us going forward. Of course, tomorrow evening, I will be here to watch it live for you. Not Andy Gray style. Live. Was it Martin Tyler? That's it. Live, of course. Big up, Kazi. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing good. Look, you know what? It is a massive game for Manchester United. This one is a must-win. I'm talking about we cannot lose this game. Dare we draw and lose this game? This is a game we should be winning. I expect us firmly to win this game comfortably. Although you never know in the Premier League, of course. You never know what's around the corner in regards to the Premier League. But Man United do need to work to win this game, guys. So let me break it down for you guys real quickly for the people, for the folks in the back, Manchester United against Nottingham Forest. Now, my predicted lineup for the game is something like this. This is my predicted lineup for the game, guys. I'm going for Euro. I think Euro will play in this game. I don't know, mate. Look, I don't know 100%. Of course I don't, but I'm going for Lenny Euro to start this game, guys, along with De Ligt and Mazraoui in that defense, guys. Maybe you could swap over Mazraoui and you could swap with Euro. Maybe play Mazraoui as the left-sided centre-back, or maybe play, Euro in the centre-back, Mazraoui in the centre-back. Move it all around, shuffle it all around, whatever you want to do, guys, of course, guys, absolutely. Matata, Sal, has done more for the last 5 games in terms of dealing with players. Has Amram done more our last 5 manager in terms of dealing with players? Has Amram done more than nothing yet? Lots to be proven, man. Tata, big up, my friend. Nothing at the moment. Nothing has been done yet. Nothing has been proven. Nothing has been, you know what I mean? It's too early to say, guys, to what's going to happen hypothetically or what has happened. It's too early to say because most managers have had good starts at Man United. Let's think about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He broke records when he went to Man United. You know, let's not forget that he broke records. Absolutely smashed it. I'm going for Malacia to play on that left-sided wing-back position. Felt he did all right. Be a lot more a lot more developed in regards to his fitness tomorrow, I think. Kobe Mainoo in that midfield. Definitely we need Kobe Mainoo. We miss Kobe Mainoo when he's not playing. Number 8. We need a proper number 8 like him. I think Casemiro will play, guys. I know. You're going to say that. Why is Ugarte out? I just got a feeling that Ruben Amram just wants to see his team. He just wants to play different players, rotate, see what players happen and stuff like that. See which players are going to play, which players are not going to play. I'm going for Ahmad, the wing-back. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant on that side. We cannot leave Ahmad out. He's so important to us at the moment in regards to that. I do believe he will play tomorrow. Of course, he missed out on the Arsenal game starting, and we missed him, to be honest with you, when he didn't play, of course, guys. Bruno Fernandes will play that behind the striker, along with Mason Mount. That's what I'm going with Xerxes up front. I know what he's doing. I know he wants to rotate the strikers. He wants to see a bit more Xerxes, a bit more of Højlund, a bit more of Mount. But it will change every game. This is what Ruben Amram's doing. He's changing things every game, of course. That's what he's doing, of course. Guys, Jim, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good evening, sir. How you doing, brother? How was your day and family? All well, brother. Thank you so much for asking. How was your family? How was your day? My day was fantastic. It is Friday again. Sunday, Monday, what? Absolutely. Big up Matata, the second Matata in the house. Goodness, buy one, get one free. How's about that? So you're more impressive than Maguire when he came on against Arsenal. I thought Maguire did very well. But in the sense that considering Lenny Euro didn't play for months and months, I think Lenny Euro done absolutely fantastic, Matata. I think he done fantastic yesterday, in my opinion. Jim, Big up everyone. Of course, big up Sal. First and foremost, big up Jim. Of course, man. Big up the legends in the house, of course, tonight. The only place to be, which is Stretford Post, guys. Absolutely. But you know what? I'm buzzing for the game, guys. Let me know what you think about the lineup. Let me know what you think about the lineup. It is a very, very important game tomorrow for Ruben Amorim. A game that I expect us to win 3 or 4, guys. Look, I know. And my prediction for the game is Manchester United 4. Nottingham Forest 0. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know that might sound a bit giddy to some people, but you know what? That is my scoreline. Manchester United 4. Nottingham Forest 0. I'm going for that score. That is it. That's it. To a T. Mwah. To a T. That's the score I'm going for. Man United 4. What are your predictions for the game, guys? We're buzzing for this game, of course, guys. Absolutely. Sal, Amorim is eligible for criticism for not starting Ahmed and keeping Garnacho on the pitch. No, he's not, because one thing I would say, Matata, is that this is a whole new job for Ruben Amorim, isn't it? So Ruben Amorim has to test and trial players that he's never seen before. Let's remember, he's only been there 4 weeks, 48 days. Is it 48 days? Is it 48 days? Something like that. Less than a month. 38, I think, something like that. And the thing is, what you have to understand is that he's going to try different players in different positions to see if they actually works. So that's why he's playing different players at different times. You know what I mean? This is the good thing about having Ruben Amorim in now than him start next season and doing these sort of things. Personally, I felt Garnacho had a great game. Garnacho and Ahmed are playing in different positions at the moment. I felt Garnacho and Ahmed should have started, but I understand what Ruben Amorim is doing. I understand that Ruben Amorim wants to test and trial and put these players on audition, for example, to get into his first team, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. Bear me a second, guys. I had to turn off the air conditioning. I was getting blitzed, bruv. It's getting cold in here. I was got the air conditioning on and like, whoa, it's getting really cold in here, guys. Yeah, so that's what it is. I think he's testing and trialing and putting all these players in audition so that when he picks his first team, he knows who to trust, who not to trust. Right. And personally, I felt like when Garnacho went off, we were worse. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. One thing about the wing-back position being occupied by Ahmed is that it left a lot of space on that side, and it's not being mentioned. But, you know, the first goal for Arsenal, it led to the corner. You know, a lot of spaces on that left-hand side where Ahmed was occupying and he didn't track back. So we can look at that. And, you know, a lot of things can be poked at and say, look, he could have done that better. He could have done that better. One thing about young players, they're going to be inconsistent. And we have to understand that, of course, that is the way of football is. Young players are inconsistent. They're going to make mistakes. And not by all means, Ahmed and Garnacho are not the finished article yet. It remains to be seen what happens, of course, guys. Good stuff, Jim. Good stuff, my friend. Good to see you, mate. Sal there too. Now that's the first. Absolutely. Goodness me. Matata. Why you got 2 accounts, bruv? What's going on? Sal, please don't mind me asking, and I accept my apologies, but Sal, please explain to me, how could you predict a 4-0 win against informed Forest side while we are on trial experimental side? The same reason I predicted a win for Man United against an informed Everton side. The same reason. I think Nottingham Forest are on a downward spiral. I do believe. I think that they are not playing well. Look, you've got my tax there. Matata, you got Man United tax. When you ask me about a score for Man United, you're going to have to add tax on there because I'm a Man United fan. There will be goal tax. There will be goal tax on those score lines. You've got to understand that. But I do, honestly, in all seriousness, believe Man United will win the game 4-0. What's your prediction? Tell me yours. Let me know. Come on down. Tell me your predictions, guys. Absolutely. That's what I want to know, of course, guys. So, but when we go and we think about Man United against Nottingham Forest, of course, we've had many great games, not least this game, guys. Manchester United winning 8-1 against Nottingham Forest in the 98-99 season. This game, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came on as a substitute. I think he scored a 15-minute hat-trick. I believe it was 4 goals in the end. And it really typified. It was this moment, right? It was at this moment in time that I felt Man United were absolutely on fire and we were unstoppable in that season. Nottingham Forest absolutely crumbled before Manchester United. I felt sorry for, I think it was Crosley in goal. I felt sorry for him. Man United were absolutely running riot with Nottingham Forest that day. And you know what? It brings back fond memories, Man United against Nottingham Forest, because of this particular game. And, you know, I think about this was midway in the season and Man United we're coming to I think it was about January, February, and Man United just were unstoppable, scoring goals for fun. And that's what I want to see Man United do. Typical, I put this game up because Man United are about scoring goals. Over the history, Man United are about scoring goals, of course. And I want Man United to score goals. I want Man United to thump teams by 8, like we used to, in a regular basis, like we used to, of course. But this game comes to mind. The first game that comes to mind when I think about Manchester United against Nottingham Forest, it is the 8-1 scoreline in the 98-99 treble winning season, which was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer Town. Of course, Cole got a couple of goals, Dwight York. You know what I mean? Amazing, amazing performance for Manchester United at the City ground. And it was typical Manchester United back then. Score goals for fun. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed it very, very much. Okay, but you know what? We didn't have our own way at Old Trafford with Nottingham Forest. We've lost 2-1 to Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. Stan Collymore getting the goal. I remember this. This is why, obviously, we have to be a little bit cautious, but Stan Collymore was a great player back then. They won 2-1 at Old Trafford. And at that time, back in 1995, 96, I believe it was 1994, 1994-95. That time, you know what, we were just developing in regards to our team was in transition. Man United were ready to get rid of the older guard, which was obviously Mark Hughes, Andre Kanchelskis, Paul Ince, and all these players Man United wanted to get rid of. They ended up losing the league title to Blackburn Rovers on the last day, of course. But this represented a massive defeat for Manchester United against Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford, because we never lost at Old Trafford back then. It was one of the rare times we've lost at Old Trafford, of course. But you know what? Man United have basically tied up league titles against Nottingham Forest. We won 5-0 there in 1996. Eric Cantona in his games back, came back from that big suspension after the Crystal Palace debacle, of course, guys. And we won 5-0 and basically set up the last game of the season against Middlesbrough, where Manchester United run riot 3-0 against Middlesbrough and won the league and ended up winning a double, of course, beating Liverpool in the FA Cup final. This game in particular was incredible because you know what? Paul Scholes, David Beckham came to the fore. Man United swept aside a good Nottingham Forest. I just remember that Nottingham Forest side, right? The Nottingham Forest side who had Brian Roy and Stan Collymore and Steve Stone. These players, do you know what I mean? These really good players, these really good pros, international players. Of course, Steve Stone ended up being called up for the England squad in Euro 96, as we remember. So, you know, it was a good result for Man United, and it contributed to us winning the league, of course, guys, that season. They've given us difficult games in the past. Of course, I mean, this is a game that I was at, guys. It was Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 1 in the famous grey kit, of course, guys. I remember Stan Collymore scoring a brilliant goal. Maybe Schmeichel should have saved it, but you know what? It was around the time my birthday this was. It was around about that time. It was my birthday, and Man United drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. And early game in the season, grey kit. We all know what happened with grey kit, but this is when we just got the grey kit, right? This is just when we just got it. And Man United drew the game in the end. And it was a tough game. And Nottingham Forest can represent tough games, of course, guys. They can give us games. And you know what? That's why we always have to be respectful to Nottingham Forest, because at the end of the day, they have more European Cups, Champions League titles than Arsenal. So at the end of the day, we have to show they've got 2 stars on their crest. Arsenal got the 0. They got the 0 crest. 0 stars on their crest, of course, guys. Of course. Absolutely. What's the most famous thing to come out of Nottingham Forest? Of course, it is this man, Roy Keane. Roy Keane is the most famous man to come out of Nottingham Forest. Signed famously for 3.75 million way back in 1993, which was a British record back then. Signed from under the noses of Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers felt they had their man, but Roy Keane chose Manchester United. Alex Ferguson called Roy Keane personally to persuade him to come to Manchester United. And the rest is history, guys. The rest is history. And he became the best CDM in the history of the game, guys. That's what we're talking about right now. Of course, guys, one of the best, probably the best signing. I mean, you think about it now, 3.75 million. Wow. You know what I mean? What a signing that was. What a signing that was. And with that kit, I got that kit. Goodness me, I love that kit. It's my favorite kit. One of my favorite kits anyway. The one behind me is my favorite, of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's catch up with some of your comments, guys. Big up everyone, of course. Big up Kenny. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Forest are with more European Cups than the mighty Arsenal. Absolutely. They've got those two stars on their crest. Arsenal got 0. In fact, Arsenal got less European trophies than Tottenham Hotspur. West Ham have got more European trophies than Arsenal. I don't know what they're talking about. They need to get in their lane, because at the moment, when you're looking at it, what's the difference between Leyton Orient and Arsenal? They both have no European trophies, and they're going to throw at me. We won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994. We won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994. What? That Cup Winners' Cup doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. ISA doesn't exist anymore. It's disappeared. It's kaput. It's gone. It doesn't exist. So it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what matters is the Champions League, the UEFA Cup, which is the Europa League now, the Conference League. And you had nada. You have nothing, Arsenal. So don't talk. Have your corner. Have your corner and shush. By the way, new laws are coming into football in place very, very soon, that if the goalkeeper holds onto the ball too long, the opposition will get a corner. Arsenal are licking their lips right now, really licking their lips. Oh, right. How can we make the goalkeeper hold on for the ball for a long period of time? How can we do that? Maybe put glue on the ball. Maybe we do something like that and make him hold it. Oh, I can't let go of it. Something like that. Absolutely. If we win 2-0, we'll be in the top 6. Well, hey, Mona, we won't be moaning, that's for sure. Definitely, I would take that all day long, Mona. I would take that. I would take a 2-0. I'll take a 1-0. I'll take a win. That's all I would take. Of course, I'm saying 4-0 to Man United, because that's my prediction, guys. It's just a prediction, and that is what it is at the end of the day. What is your predictions? No one's telling me their predictions today. What is your predictions? Come on, tell me. Absolutely. Grayo, where is Grayo? Grayo's busy. Grayo's got a lot of personal issues he's dealing with. Big up, Grayo. Love to Grayo, of course. Arsenal got zilch, nada, nothing. They got no European trophies, guys. For goodness sake. You know what? They went on the screen yesterday talking about Man United, talking about Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim's been in the job for flipping weeks, right? Arteta has been in the job for 5 years, and they're talking trash about Ruben Amorim, right? Ruben Amorim, talking trash about Ruben Amorim, the guy who knocked them out of the European trophy a year ago or so. So at the end of the day, look, you know what? They need to stay in their lane, try and win a trophy, and then come to us and start talking, because Arsenal, mate, you're not in our league, right? I've witnessed more in one season than Arsenal's whole history, okay? I've seen more in one season than Arsenal's whole history. Make of that what you will. We are winning 3-0, another Onana clean sheet. Big up, Kenny. Big up, Onana. One thing I'm going to congratulate Onana about is his improvement. He's improved, absolutely incredibly improved. And he's become one of our main players this season, hasn't he? Let's be honest, guys. Onana has been one of our main players this season, and you have to congratulate him. Him and I say Mazraoui have been our best players this season. And Ahmad, Mazraoui, and Onana, those three, let's be honest, have been our best players this season. Am I telling the truth or what? That I think they have been our best players this season, guys. I really do, and I think Onana deserves congratulations for the how much he's improved, how much he's worked on his game, how much he's not letting in goals out in anymore, silly goals like he did last season, of course. 4-0 go that too. Big up, great, you're like me. Great minds think alike, bro. Great minds think alike. I'll be very honest. The manager will back Ruben with more than the players. Honestly, the manager will back absolutely, Paul. This is incredibly true, because at the end of the day, what we have to understand that this is Ineos's baby, so to speak. This is their first appointment. They do not want this appointment to go wrong. So they're going to back him to the hills and back. Whatever Ruben Amorim wants, they will get it for him. So those players right there, those players on that football pitch need to impress Ruben Amorim. Otherwise, why do you think Ruben Amorim's not so concerned? Why do you think he's not so why do you think he's like, well, we're going to have pain this season. It's going to be like that. It's going to be, because he knows that these players are on trial. And if they don't work, he's staying put and they'll be out the door, of course, guys. And that, you know what? A lot of those players do deserve to leave, of course, guys. Absolutely. Copy score. So wasn't Onana helpless in the Arsenal corners? Look, you know what? One thing I would say is the only thing I have an issue with in regards to those corners is the zonal marking. The corners were badly defended. One criticism about Onana, and nobody is perfect, is that he doesn't show authority in the box, and I agree with that. during the corners, I mean, I come from the generation of Peter Schmeichel and Van der Sar, of course, guys. So, you know what I mean? I'm used to what goalkeepers used to do, which was when the corner used to come in, right? If they tried to flood your area, you push them, push them, push them, step on their toes, do something, the dark arts of football, step on their toes, do something, push them out the way, barge them out the way, do things like that. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, look, in general, Onana's been brilliant, but that is a worry. And Ruben Amorim did say the next time we play Arsenal, we will be prepared. We will be ready for their corners, of course. Corner. We'll be ready for their corners, of course, guys. So you know what? It's going to take time for us to implement the correct tactics. And you know what? Set pieces is one of them. Arsenal are way ahead in regards to their development, in regards to Arteta, the way he wants them to play in their set pieces, etc. Man United are new. You know what I mean? Man United are new. And at the end of the day, it will get better. We will improve. It's just going to take time. Although I'm not a big fan of the zonal marking thing, of course. Maybe first game, we will see our best three. Euro, De Ligt, Leach. I would love to see that, Paul. I would love to see it. That is the best back three. I firmly believe Man United will win the game anyway. I think Man United will win the game comfortably. I think Nottingham Forest on a bit of a downward spiral at the moment. And they've done incredibly well this season. Let's not forget they won at Anfield this season 2-1. So they are capable, but I just feel like they're slightly dropping a little bit, and I think Man United can capitalize on that. I really do. Big up, GK. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, bro? Amorim should not try trial and tribulation against big teams. Should not try trial and tribulation against big teams. The thing is, GK, he doesn't know, does he? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he doesn't know what's going to work. I mean, this is his only, fifth game, wasn't that? He don't know exactly what's going to work, what's not going to work. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is the whole point of him coming in this season so that he can know next season what the best team is and what the best formation is to play against the likes of Arsenal. I mean, in hindsight, everyone can look in hindsight and say, you know what, if he did this, if he did that. But in theory, Man United were better in the first half when these players weren't playing. You know what I mean? So you can argue that, you know what, Man United were better in the first half. Man United, the tactics were working. It's when he brought off the players. It's when he brought off Malacia. It's when he brought off those players, Garnacho, that Man United started being a little bit dodgy, didn't it? Isn't it? At the end of the day. But you know what? This is going to change. We will know Ruben Amorim's first team very soon, guys. I did say it'd take a couple of months. Don't forget, right? I think we'll know it before that. I think by January, let's say Man United got Man City away. We got Tottenham away. We got Liverpool away. We got Arsenal away again, right? In the next month or so, okay? So when those games are finished, then we will truly understand where we are with the tactics, with the formation, with the players. So we cannot make a judgment now on regards to who played, who didn't play. He should have played, he should have played. Because we might have got thumped 3-0. We don't know. It's hypothetical, isn't it? We don't know that, do we? So we have to obviously take what Ruben Amorim picks and hope that it works, of course. So you aren't showing me the same zeal and enthusiasm for Amorim as he did for Zer. Is it because of the once bitten, twice shy? Manu Tuta, I've got plenty of enthusiasm for Ruben Amorim. I've got loads for Ruben Amorim. At the end of the day, this season has been bad in general, and I'm on serious mode now, really serious. And I want Man United to win football matches. And more than anything, I want Ruben Amorim to succeed. I don't want us to go down the road of sacking managers again. I'm absolutely buzzing for Ruben Amorim. I like him. I like the way he speaks. I like his aura. I like the way he talks about tactics. I like the way he drops players when he needs to be dropped. I like the way he plays players based on performances. He don't just play them. You know, I like this about him. I like the fact that he's got his own formation, his own style, his own philosophy. I like the fact that he can change it up when he can. And watch what's going to happen. Ruben Amorim will change it up when he needs to. The thing is, we're on audition period at the moment. Audition period. Trial and tribulation, as my guy said, of course, trial and tribulation. It is until the end of the season, and then at the end of the season, who's going to stay, who's going to leave? It's going to be interesting, isn't it? But I'm Ruben Amorim, buzzing Ruben Amorim. I'm literally more than Erik ten Hag, more, because at the end of the day, the longer we get without success, the more hungrier I get for success, and the more I will support that manager. I guarantee you this: when the chips are down, I will be the one supporting that manager. I'll be the one supporting the manager right to the end, because there will be a lot of low chips. There will be. Don't forget that. There will be low times. There will be pain, as Ruben Amorim said. And I will be supporting the manager all the way to the end, till the cows come home. just like I did with Eric Ten Hag, because I don't believe it's just the manager. I don't. And to this day, I don't believe it's just a manager. As you saw Rashford walking around on the pitch, you saw that, didn't you, against Arsenal? You saw him give away a silly corner, didn't you? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it is those players that are a problem. And until those players go and leave the football club, you know what? Then I'll start thinking maybe the manager's a problem. Maybe this is a problem. But at the moment, no. I'm going to back the manager, and I'm with Ruben Amorim all the way. Absolutely. Goodness me, he's got my complexion. He's got the same color hair as me. You know what I mean? I don't look like Eric Ten Hag. Absolutely, big up. GK, keep yourself hydrated. I always do, mate. I always do. Sal, we learned a lot from the Arsenal game. Yes, we did, Rasta. Big up, Rasta, by the way. Yes, we did. We learned a lot. And we know what we learned, didn't we, Rasta? Certain players there, certain players, of course, didn't play, didn't turn up. But we know what players they are, isn't it? We all know what players they are, and we know what players are not turning up, of course, as usual. You know what I mean? And those players will be out of the team pretty soon. I'm pretty certain about that. Marcus Rashford, I'm sick to the back teeth of Marcus, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, guys, I am. And I feel like we need to move on from those old guard that have been there for the last 10 years or something like that. I really do feel like we have to move on from that, and hopefully we will move on for that. Absolutely. Manatata, GK, at least Amorim is doing something. We would prefer doing that rather than play the favourites at Deadwood. That's true, of course. But against a strong team, we need you got to understand football, GK. Understand it like this, right? He doesn't know his best team yet. So what is his best team? He doesn't know it. He's not trying. I mean, at the end of the day, he has to play the players because he doesn't know who they are, how they would turn up, by the way they play. He's going to have to. He's going to have to educate himself on the job. That's what he's doing. And at the end of the day, he's not because he prefers that play. He thinks that player is rubbish, or he thinks that play. He's playing it because he actually thinks it's the best team to play Arsenal. He's playing it because he thinks it's the best team. He will learn his best team in due course, but he's only been there a few weeks. How can he know his best team? So, he doesn't know it yet. Where is my kid brother, Jim Watkins? I'm in a big up Stretford Post. Big up, my friend. Big up. Jim is in the house. I'm a disco dancer. Big up, Manatata. I don't know why Arsenal fans are saying that we will win our treble on a corners kick. They are forgetting that Champions League game. They can only dream of lifting the champ. They can only dream about winning the treble. Paul, do you remember? No, I mean, we did win a treble. We did win a treble basically on corner kicks. Yes, we did. But Man United could do everything. That Man United could do absolutely everything in that season. We scored every type of goal. We scored great goals, simple goals, team goals. One of the greatest goals I saw that season was against Barcelona at the Nou Camp when we absolutely ole. We went past them. They basically left a great Barcelona side on their backside, as we remember, of course. Guys. I think the tactics Amorim has, the tracking back work rate is very essential from CM and Ugarte Manu is good, but we should try bringing in a CM who can take care of tracking back plus attack. That's why we're looking at Alphonso Davies, GK. We're looking at Alphonso Davies and those type of players who are natural on the sides, who can track back, who can run up forward as well. In Ruben Amorim's system, it is incredibly important that the players are fit. They have to be fit. You literally have to be the fittest in that formation. And a lot of those players are not fit. We have to admit that. Some of our players are not fit. I mean, Malacia can only last half a game. He hasn't played for a year. No blame on him, of course. But Malacia could only last half a game, So at the end of the day, a lot of those players are going to get fit. They will get fit. It will happen, guys. There will be pain, but short-term pain for long-term gain. Don't judge it now. Wait a few months, and then we're going to see Ruben Amorim ball, guys. And when we're smacking up Arsenal at the Emirates, remember these words, guys. When we're smacking up Arsenal at the Emirates 3-0, right? We're winning at Anfield. Then you will see Ruben Amorim ball. Watch it. Watch this, man. Watch this space. Big up, GK. Sal, how come the majority of the fans seem to be contained with Rashford and aren't expressing their displeasure as his bad performance? Because Garnacho is the flavour of the week and they want to blame Garnacho for everything because they already sacrificed themselves in blaming Garnacho, so they don't want to turn against their own opinion because it makes them look stupid because they're egotistical maniacs. That's exactly why. Sal, Forest will be lost in the Forest Centre. We'll be shredding them like trees. Glory go Man United, sending through the positive energy to Sal and all chat. Big up, Jim. Love the metaphor, bro. Love the metaphor. Kenny, the legend from Twitter, Kenny. Fans must understand that Ruben hasn't had pre-season, so he rotates until he's satisfied with him. Absolutely, Kenny. Well done, my brother. Well comment. That is a fantastic comment, guys. I have to give that a very, very, very big explosion, guys. He said it there. Exactly what I've been saying, guys. Exactly what I've been saying. You ain't got a pre-season. How do you know your best team? How do you know your best team? If you haven't got a pre-season under your belt, how are you going to know what your best team is at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? Exactly so. It's going to happen, and the tide will turn. Watch this space, Jim. We will be here to see it, brother. We will be here to see it. Absolutely, we'll be here to see it. Big up Dark Road, the legend. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Good to see you. Nice to see you. Nice. Absolutely. Big up, big up, big up. Of course, Sal, did you ever meet a United lady cat who passed away? Briefly, Darkro. But you know what? A lot of people suddenly came out the woodwork yesterday saying how they basically were looked after her and went to her house and had a cup of tea and a biscuit. You know what I mean? I met her briefly once, and that's about it. But other than that, no, I don't know her personally. All I do know is that over the 40 years that I've been going to Man United, I've seen her a lot. Okay, and basically since 1989, I was a child. And you know, these people represent what Man United are. They are the life and soul of Manchester United. Kathy represents who Manchester United are, joining the club obviously in 1969, staying for 55 years. She represents everything what Manchester United were. And unfortunately, you know what, as you've seen from the love and the condolences from all the players around the club, Eric Cantona, the likes of him, you know what I mean, have been showing their love in regards to Kathy. You know, I think Cristiano Ronaldo with something. You know what? It shows how high regard she was. And to be honest with you, my thoughts and prayers are to her family. Look, you know what? Man United are a family club. And when I was growing up, the one thing I loved about Manchester United is the family atmosphere. And that's what I love about our football club. And we didn't have any morons hanging around Old Trafford saying, listen, bruv. He's got a goal, bruv. He's this, bruv. He's that, bruv. You know what I mean? He's got a ball fraud, bruv. He's a ball fraud. Get this out of my face. Mate, do you know what I mean? You know what? Some of those people, like if you turn their head around, it looks exactly the same if you turn their head the other side. It's so no neck. Bilal, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're good, my friend. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing wicked, my friend. Big up, of course. Big up the legends. Like that comment. Absolutely brilliant comment. Big up, Bilal. Bug up, bugaboo. Big up. Yeah, big up, Bilal, my brother. How you doing, my friend? You got it, Bilal. You got it. Yes. You got it. I see it in my eyes. I see it. Well done. Guys, GK, the attitude in Man United at Old Trafford was out of working. They are cheerful, pretty. Whoever's working there, they are cheerful and pretty. Man United are a working man's club. Man United come from the working person. And you know what? This is why we have this atmosphere at Old Trafford. I know many Man United fans. I can go to Old Trafford and be recognized because I've been going there my whole life, on and off. My whole life. And one thing I would say is that I've always been looked after. I've always been accommodated every single time I've been. It's a great football club. And the last thing this football club needed was a disgusting ownership like the Glazers. And we've had an ownership like the Glazers for, you know what I mean, how long now? 20 years? Something like that, coming up to 20 years now. 2 decades. And the thing is with the Glazers is that they don't understand the Manchester United's heritage. Who we are, the family club that we are. They don't understand who we are. And, you know, until they leave the club, you know what? I truly believe that their energy, their negative energy, and their curse will be hanging over the club until they're gone, in my opinion. And they don't understand that what Man United are. Man United are a family club. Man United are a well-run family club with family traditions, of course. So, but there's eras slowly going away now. Soon, all the old school people up to 70s won't be out with us. Time is running for us, Sal. Does it? That's sad. Yeah, it saddens me, Darkro. It saddens me. Of course, it does. I don't know how old you are, Darkro, but one thing in life is that what you do is that you appreciate everyone and everything that you have in life, because you know what? We are fortunate to be where we are today. We're fortunate that, you know what? I worked in a hospital for 5-6 years. It's one of the biggest hospitals in London, which is called St. George's Hospital, right? I worked in there for many years. I saw, you know what, people who are like not even a percentage of my age, not living, unaliving, and stuff like that. And you know one thing it does to you? It resonates and it makes you appreciate where you are today. It's best not to think about what happens in the future and where we are today and where people in the 70s are. One thing is for certain is that in life, just like I lost my granddad a few weeks ago, in life is that we're going to suffer adversity and pain. You know what I mean? I joined Man United when Wayne Rooney was a child, basically. I mean, I remember when Wayne Rooney was a child, was a 16-year-old, and now he's retired and a manager and looking like 50. You know what I mean? This is the kind of thing you look at it and you think, oh, I remember he made his debut. I remember when Roy Keane made his debut for Man United, you know, at the end of the day, you know, and I mean, we're all getting on. We're all getting on. I remember with Gary Neville and Paul Scholes and David Beckham making their debuts for Man United, you know. I was there for their debut, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, it resonates sometimes, but also you have to appreciate where you are in life. Growing old and getting old is a blessing, it's wisdom. And at the end of the day, not many people have that fortunate, you know, I mean, that's why I always thank God when I get to certain ages, you know what, I'm happy because at the end of the day, look, you know, I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, you know what I mean? God has blessed me. And the same with you and the same with all of us, of course, guys, because that is what it's all about. You know what I mean? And being thankful for everything you have. If you still have your family, if you still have your brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And we still got our football team at the end of the day, of course. Big up GTF. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you. Sal, how do you think Malacia performed against us? I think he was good, but I've seen much only highlights. He was good. He was good. Looked a little bit unmatched fit. He didn't look match fit. That's why he went off in the second half. But considering he hasn't played for over a year, I would say that he had a good performance, Bilal. Really would. I would say that, of course. 45 on 9th December, Sal. Wow. There you go. So there you go. You've seen it all, Darko. You know what you're talking about, isn't it? Sal, you go to spa swimming every week? Gym, jogging. I have memberships. I have everything. Tennis. Beach. I have a lot of things over here in the UAE. Lovely. Yeah, I have a lot of things. And I do a lot of things over here. A lot of activities. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, my friends. I was a facilities officer, Kazi. If you go to St. George's Hospital, Kazi, go to the security desk and ask about Sal. And they will tell you everything about me. But don't tell them where I live. Sal, shouldn't it be the way that Amram should try and test players in training rather than... It's not enough time, mate. There's not enough time to do that in training. You don't have enough time to do that. You need to see... The way you train... You remember when Benny McCarthy was saying that these players are training so well in training, but when they get on the pitch, they don't play anywhere near that they do in training? That's the thing, isn't it? You can only tell how great a player is when they play in the real football match in the real life, isn't it? Real life is when you see the real players, isn't it? You know, when you see the real character. That is when you see the real character is in real life, in my opinion. Aging is a birth of wisdom. Absolutely, GCF. Absolutely. And we're guaranteed. What's guaranteed in life? You know what I mean? Nothing is guaranteed in life, of course, guys. The fact that we all here in the stream is a blessing. I mean, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I mean. Sal, truly, we will not know that our Amram's team will look like there is a full cell of senior players that are underperforming, and we will give him tools to get it right. Absolutely, Jim. This time next season, believe you me, the team will be completely different to it is now. I am firmly believe that the team will be completely different to what it is now. Absolutely. Big up, Kazi. Absolutely. Big up. Guys, a little bit of news to bring to you. Of course, guys, as usual, I'm always forward with the news, guys. I'm always in line with the news. I want to bring you this one. There we go. This lad, Ruud van Nistelrooy, is planning to use his contacts at Manchester United to sign Toby Collier on loan in January for Leicester. Great signing for Ruud van Nistelrooy if he manages to pull it off. It is the Sun football, so take it with a little bit of salt bay. But at the end of the day, what it is, I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of move happens. I would like to see our players get some Premier League experience. If they leave the club, going to a club like Leicester City under Ruud van Nistelrooy would be great for Collier. Because at the moment, it's difficult for Collier breaking into the first team. So I wouldn't mind him going to Nottingham Forest, to Leicester City, excuse me. I wouldn't mind him going to Leicester City. I think it would be a good move for him. And I encourage all of our young players to think about going on loan to other clubs, especially, in particular, if they are in the Premier League, because it is obviously the best thing to do, of course, is get experience in the Premier League, of course. Right, when we look at Manchester United against Nottingham Forest over the last few years, I mean, we've had some good games, guys. I mean, we lost last season to Nottingham Forest by 2-1, of course, was a bad result, of course, guys. It started to signal the end for Ruben Amorim, of course. We have got the 8-1 there, of course. More or less, Man United win against Nottingham Forest. Man United have always traditionally beaten Nottingham Forest. We had a 3-2 win there, of course, guys, not so long ago. Of course, we had a 3-2 win there as well. So 2023, so at Old Trafford. So that was a difficult game. We did win there in the FA Cup, in the FA Cup 1-0 last time out, of course. But in the league, we lost to Nottingham Forest 2-1, of course, which did signal the end of Erik ten Hag's tenure at Manchester United as well. And it did obviously cause us a lot of pain, with Gibbs scoring the goal, of course, against us, which was a bad result, a very, very bad result. Looking at that image, I mean, Dalot walking, you know what I mean? And was an awful result, to be honest with you. But in general, Man United have had great results against Nottingham Forest, guys. In general, over the years, of course, guys. One of our happy games we've had. One of the few recently, of course. Absolutely. Aging is nothing but a number. Absolutely, you are what you feel. You are what you feel, my friend. I mean, I always tell my friends, I always tell my wife, I always tell people like that. When you're 25, you wish you were 20. When you're 30, you wish you were 25. When you're 35, you wish you were 30. You know the drift, don't you? You know what happens, of course, guys. You have to live for today, of course. Do you know we have a nice, good left wing in the academy? Absolute Scallion is brilliant. Yes, still young. So if you deduct him's age from Kazi's age, you get my age. Wow, okay. Sal, on the 12th of January, we are playing Ruud van Nistelrooy. I mean, that's going to be bittersweet, isn't it? But we got to do what we got to do. We got to win the football match, of course. We've had a good record against Leicester City this season. Ruud van Nistelrooy's had a good record against Leicester City this season. He beat them twice, didn't he, this season? No wonder they got him. Isn't it? Top Button, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up, Sal. Support United 1973. There you go, guys. 1973. Seen the good, the bad, the ugly. You've seen a relegation, mate. Thank God for Amorim and the Ineos team. Much to look forward to, especially excited about the academy starlets. Me too, Top Button. Our conveyor belt of young players that are coming through. I haven't felt this much excitement about these players since the class of 92. I'll be honest with you. It is a lot to look forward to. And I do hope that we do see some of those players breaking through this season, of course, guys. I want to see Obi Martin. I want to see Kone coming through, of course. Players of that nature. Kalungi, of course, is only 16. You know, a great player. We got obviously Shea Lacey, Fletcher, obviously Collier, who I've been talking about, of course. Kenny. Riven is definitely going to play Collier. He should join. I think he'll do brilliant there. I think he could go down loan, get the experience, come back to Man United, a much stronger player with much more experience, of course. Sal, then the game version of Forest won't be able to watch it live. It will be at 3:30 a.m. Wow, morning, and won't be no problem, Jim. You're there in spirit, my brother. You're there in spirit. Absolutely. It's difficult. I rate, you know what? For me, the games are difficult because they start late, like 12 a.m., 12 p.m., 12 a.m., 11 p.m., kind of thing like that. So that is bad. But it's nothing compared to what the fans in the Far East in Australia have to deal with watching games at 3 o'clock in the morning. Wow. That is just dedication, guys. You have to admit. Drink more water. Age will just a number. I drink a lot of water. I drink lots of water. Lots. Top Button will be big respect to you and support the club, but pleasure. Don't be Ineos. They denied us Qatar, who have become the best football club owners in the world. It is what it is. Everyone knows my stance on the full sale. Glazers out. Debt cleared. I went on Qatar television, Matata. You know what I mean? That tells you everything you need to know. Matata, your time of Stretford Post, but with the comedian award, big up the respectful. He ain't said any jokes today. Just bantering you, Matata, no respect. Only Matata can banter Matata. Tuna Matata. I want to know what you think about this, guys. I want to bring this into the show, if you don't mind. I know it's not to do with Man United, but I want to bring this into the show.
Foster, no clue, mate. Fuck off. Foster, no clue. Yeah, you. Foster, no clue. Fuck off.
So that was Postecoglou and the Tottenham Hotspur fans last night, having Tottenham losing 1-0 to Bournemouth. An altercation between the Tottenham fans and Postecoglou erupted last night and the Tottenham fans become very disgruntled at the tactics that Postecoglou, or Postecoglou, as the fans were saying yesterday. Now, look, this is the difference between Man United and Tottenham, isn't it? You know, Postecoglou's done a very good job for Tottenham. I don't know what Tottenham are expecting. Tottenham have never won trophies, so I don't know exactly what they're expecting. I know that it is a difficult job for Postecoglou. Personally, I'll be honest with you. Postecoglou managed in Japan and Australia and Scotland, so I don't think he has the necessary experience to deal with English football. It's a difficult job, but in regards to what he's done so far, he's done a decent job. I really do feel like he's done okay. And I feel that was a bit harsh from the Tottenham fans. I know they're frustrated, but Bournemouth are beating Arsenal. Let's not forget. You know, I know they're frustrated. I know it hurts them, but, you know, this is unnecessary. I find it funny, though. It's good for Man United. The only thing with Man United, we don't capitalise, do we? We don't capitalise on the downfalls of other clubs. If we won our games, it would be good, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Kazi, post no clue, absolutely, poster no clue. Cocky fans, yeah. They ain't got no success. He is an Aussie like our Jim, absolutely. I think they overreact. Do you like Semenyo? Yeah. I like him. But you know what? Man United are going to have... Beware, guys, because Man United had a transfer wish list last summer, of course, with different players coming out the woodwork. Of course, today I spoke obviously about Patrick Dorku, the left back. I've spoken about Keenan Yildiz, and I've spoken about Alphonso Davies. Now, all those players, right, I mentioned in the summer. Guys, if you track back to the summer, I mentioned all those players in the summer. I have my transfer connects. I will have a couple of them on the show very soon, and we'll be going through transfers and stuff like that very soon. And you guys will be involved, hopefully. I don't just talk from the newspapers and Google and things like that. I actually know I've my contact for it and my source. But one thing is that all those players that are on that wish list, all those players will resurface this winter, this summer. We will go after Dorku again, guys. We will go after Alphonso Davies, these kind of players, of course, Fernandez and Gutierrez and all these players, such players. You know, just like when we were talking about Ugarte all summer, weren't we? Those who were with me, guys, hands up who were with me in the summer, we were going through the Ugarte drama when I was in Italy and we were doing these streams and stuff. You remember that? You know, and we were going, we're going to sign him. It's positive. We're going to do it. Absolutely. But you know, one thing is for certain, Ruben Amorim's army will be back next season. Regardless what happens this season, Ruben Amorim's army will be back and we will be winning titles again, guys. We'll be winning titles. We will win in Champions Leagues. I guarantee you the cream always rises to the top. Man United will be back and it's going to make it even more sweeter. Do you know what I mean? It's going to make it sweeter. And we're going to turn around to Arteta fans and we're going to say to them, where's your trophy? Where's your trophy? I'll tell you this right now, guys. Ruben Amorim will win the Premier League before Arteta. Ruben Amorim will win the Premier League. I am firmly believing that, guys. Absolutely. Sal, should we keep all of our hopes on Chelsea and back them to win the Premier League? No, I'm not giving up until it's mathematically impossible for Man United. That's what I'm doing. Tottenham fans booing their own manager is poor taste. No one should boo their own manager. At this time, Jim, now, it's literally like not even December and they're quite doing okay. I don't understand them, to be honest with you. I don't know what Tottenham want. Tottenham have not done anything in recent. They won a League Cup about 20 years ago. That's all they've done. Do you know what I mean? Manager to Eric Ten Hag, boo. Eric Ten Hag is no longer at the club. He won 2 trophies for Man United. Show some respect. You know what I mean? He done. You know, at Man United, regardless how it worked out, whether you liked it or not, it didn't work out for Eric Ten Hag. So what we do, Matata, is that we wish Eric Ten Hag the best of luck and we move on. Because when we harbour ill feelings from the past, you're just going to keep building the same house, ain't you? So try not to harbour ill feelings, you know what I mean, from the past, and just try and move on and be positive about the new manager and the new regime, of course. Matata, I've been here since the beginning of September, not that long. Yeah, Kazi, some people have been here. Chow has been here. Stephanie's been here. since the beginning. I've known, obviously, a couple of guys for longer than that. Of course, guys, I've known them guys for longer than that. There's a number of players, of people, in this stream that I've been here from the beginning. Of course, Kenny has been here from the beginning, of course, as well. He has been here from the beginning. Desmond has been here from the beginning as well. You know, we had lots of fun in the European Championships. It was a load of joking. I mean, load of jokes. It was. Hopefully, it's going to be like that this summer as well. When we're in Italy as well, always go to Italy every summer. I do my streams from Italy, so that should be fun. We should buy a good left wing back now, invest in them. I agree, GK. Absolutely, my friend. So is Ange more stubborn than Eric Ten Hag, and will he change like Ten Hag? I don't think it's stubbornness. I'll be honest, Darker. I just think he doesn't have the know-how. That's it. And I feel like that was a problem here at Ten Hag as well. But speaking about recently, today, I just don't think that Postecoglou knows another way to play. I just don't believe he has the tactical nous to know to change his formation, etc. Unfortunately, top button, the internet has shown me that online fan base is crazy, mixed loads of armchair managers, and they're far too serious. The media is the real enemy. We get used just for clicks. Just enjoy the football, guys. Top button, lovely comment, my friend. At the end of the day, we've got our own enemies around. We got the media, we got the rival fans, so we shouldn't be our own enemies as well. We got enough enemies. So at the end of the day, we need to support the football club, support the manager. At the end, we can criticize. No one's saying no one can criticize, but at the end of the day, what I saw in regards to Ten Hag and what I saw in regards to the insults, horrible. You know what I mean? I've seen insults against Garnacho. I've seen insults against Højlund. I've seen young players, guys, young players that have not even reached their peak. You know what I mean? Not close to their peak. And they're calling them insulting names and stuff like that. You know, and that needs to change. I really wish. Don't remember how I got here, but I did, fortunately. Thank you, Kazi. You're a legend, mate. I'm glad you did, brother. I'm glad you did. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? You're here with me. You know, at the end of the day, and yeah, you know, it's good. That's how we bump into people, isn't it? We, you know, life brings people in your space for a reason, guys, for a reason, and that's how it is at the end of the day. But there is a lot of things, obviously, that are going to be coming on this channel. I can't wait to share them with you guys. Of course, guys, I can't wait to have those guys on this channel, and it's going to absolutely go crazy. It will. And you know what? I'm just going to be thanking every one of you for the belief from the start. And nothing is guaranteed in life. Like we've been speaking about age, health is not guaranteed. You know what I mean? No matter if you drink water, no matter if you go jogging, when it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? I remember, guys, I went to West Ham against Leyton Orient back in the mid-90s, the 90s. And at that time, I believe Man United were chasing Marc-Vivien Foé. I met Marc-Vivien Foé in Leyton. I shook his hand. I said, come to Man United. Come to Man United. Right? I said, come to Man United. A few weeks later, unfortunately, he collapsed on the pitch and didn't play anymore and passed away. So at the end of the day, what it is that, you know, appreciate where we are, appreciate the people that come into your life for a reason, and enjoy the football and enjoy the journey, guys, because life is a journey. You know what I mean? Life is a journey, and at the end of the day, we will get to where we're going to be. Man United will get to where we're going to be. And when we get to where we're going to be, we're going to be celebrating here, of course, guys. We'll be celebrating here live, guys. And it'd be joyous if we won the league, of course, guys. It'd be joyous. So inshallah, when your channel becomes very, very big, then you would employ some of your loyal subscribers. Absolutely, Matata, I'm not going to forget anyone. There's many people in this hemisphere, in this fan cam hemisphere, are not doing it because of Man United. Look, I moved to the UAE. I don't know any Man United fans in the UAE, not much, right? I don't know any, basically, right? And I just wanted to come on this stream to talk to Man United fans about football. Unfortunately, there's a few who are no longer on this channel, who I won't be going on their channel anymore, who are not doing it for football reasons. They're doing it for, you know what, money, clout, you know what I mean, things like that, to try and act like they know people and stuff like that when they don't, you know, and the thing is, at the end of the day, they were on my WhatsApp group. I got rid of them and stuff. And the reason is because I do it for Man United. I love my football club, and I'm here talking to Man United fans around the world. It couldn't be any better than that. And if my channel blows up, obviously, inshallah, of course, guys, if my channel blows up, then you know what? I will remember every single person that has been here from the start. Not only the start, but has been there since these days. You know what I mean? The days when I'm only not even on 5,000 subscribers, guys. I'm not even near that yet. You know what I mean? I'm in 10 away from 5,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? And when my subscribers are going up by 1 or 2 or 1 or 2, 1 down, 1, 2, up 2, 1 up, 1 down. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we will get there in the end. And you know what? I have my arsenal, not Arsenal as in football club, but my backup, my plan. I have my plan, and I'm ready to unleash it. And when I unleash it, those people who've been backing me from the start will be there to the bitter end, guys. And I will employ some of you. Don't worry about that. When this channel becomes very profitable, I will employ some of you, of course, guys. Amram knows his shit. His players fall in line. We're gonna cook some absolutely big up top button. Gonna cook some spicy curry. The big up top button. Absolutely. My favorite butter is butter curry, guys. Butter curry and white rice. Chicken butter curry and white rice. That's my favorite. Sorry, guys. I know it's fatty, but that's my favorite. The youth will give more legs. Amram will give them the vision, both personally and as a team, and nurture them to be the players that we all believe that they can be, of course, guys. Can't wait for it. Big up, Danny B. How you doing? Another legend in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, pal. Really good to see you. Big up, Sal. Hats off to you. Love Stretford Post. It's number 1. Thank you, Jim. Big up yourself. Big up your legend. Thank you very much, my friend. Absolutely good to see you, as usual, brother. Sal, would Amram lose his seriousness, attitude, and respect if he removes his hardboard? A clean sheet Amram would look younger than most of our players. He does look younger than most of our players, although I would say, Matata, the press conference after the Arsenal game, the inside one when he was sitting down, he looked bad. He looked like he's already getting to him. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised. I will bring football players to your podcast channel. Yeah, whatever football players you want to bring them. I've interviewed a couple of footballers on here. Jason McAteer, you remember him? Liverpool. Yeah, I've had him on the channel. Remember that? I've had Tony Cottee, England international, spoke about the treble. We played against the treble winning team. I've had Tony Cottee on this channel, of course, ex-England international. The good thing about Jason McAteer is a good lad. I mean, I know he played for Liverpool, but he's a good lad. And the thing is people remember Jason McAteer for the Cantona goal at Wembley, guys. When Cantona kicked it and won the FA Cup in 1996. And the ball went right past Jason McAteer. People saying, oh, why didn't you die for that? Why didn't you die for that? Check it out, guys. Jason McAteer, Stretford Post. Yeah, it's a good interview, of course, guys. Very hard-hitting interview. It's one of my first interviews I did, to be honest. And yeah, it was a very good interview, of course, with Jason, of course. My favorite comment is Thai green curry. That's the different one, though, isn't it? That's the, obviously, Thailand one. Pound and the paste from lemongrass, chili. Oh, lovely, mate. You're making me hungry, mate. I've already just eaten. I get those meals, you know, those meals from when they come ready-made, like the healthy meal things. I get them now every week. Very nice. Meat curry with Naga chili for dinner. Can't wait for it, inshallah. Big up, Kazi. Big up, Kazi. You're on that Naga chili, bruv. Bless you, Sal. You're unique, and you talk to all the people. The people. What the people want. Finally, Sal has come back to the people. Absolutely. The people's champion. Absolutely, guys. You know what? People win awards for being clickbaits. Do you know what I mean? Out there, they win awards for being clickbaits. They write clickbaits. Oh my God, this can't happen. Oh my God, are you serious? I'm not talking about Alice. Danny B is his son playing with Leicester. Is his son playing with Leicester? Danny B, is that his son playing with Leicester? Whose son? Whose son? Rude's son. I think there will be some ex-player or current should be podcast with you. Rio Fernando, nice podcast. Yeah, if you can get him. GK, I mean, if he does the podcast, I've got my contacts. I could get players on. Rio Fernando, of course. These things are difficult. It's easy said than done. If you can make it happen, GK, you know what? Make it happen. I'll be indebted to you. McAteer, Jason McAteer, yeah, I think so, Danny. I'm not too sure. But check out the interview on my channel that I've done a few years ago with Jason McAteer. Obviously, back then, there was a lot of dramas going on with Jason McAteer. There was obviously a lot of abuse online, and it was very, very bad. So, you know what? He called upon me to have an interview with him to be the voice of Man United fans. Of course, I got a lot of backlash from that, him being from Liverpool, being a Liverpool player, of course, legend, so to speak. And I got hated for that. So I had to stay back a little bit. But you know what? Some of the things he was being called at the time were horrible. But I learned my lesson from that. And he's a good lad. He's a human being. And at the end of the day, yeah, we had a good chat on that street, on that interview, of course, guys. Absolutely. You wonderful people. Thank you everyone for joining me today. It's been a fabulous show. I'll be back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. It is match day, guys. Let's get in the match day spirit. The energy will be rising as we go through this next 24 hours. It's going to be a big one, guys. Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. Have a fabulous evening, guys. Have a fabulous Friday. Thank God it's Friday, as they say. Much love to you all. You are legends, you guys who join me here every single evening and morning. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like. And don't forget to spread the word. You can also cut the video if you like parts of the video. Cull it. Put your notifications on. It helps the video, of course. The more posts we get, the more people talk about Stretford posts. Thank you, everyone, for your time and your support. You are legends. All the best. Peace.